I'm Vidette Vanderweide. I'm a writer, I'm a speaker, I reinvent lives, and I am a soul mama. So admittedly, I haven't always been a soul mama. There came a time in my life just a few years ago that I was not fulfilled in my life, and I entered into the glorious part of one's life called the initiation. And that's a time where life just happens and it seems to keep happening, and you finally just sit down in exhaustion and say, I gotta change. I need this to change. What do I do? And from what I've learned since then, you always get the answer. And my initiation started with a day where I was in my company car and working a job that I didn't like. I was stressed out all the time. I had just dropped my 2-year-old off at daycare. I had my newborn behind me in the seat behind me, and I had to drop him off at a different location. And I remember just breaking down, emotionally just breaking down and crying. And I was holding on to the steering wheel, and I remember saying, I can't believe this is my life. And I said it out loud, and immediately I had a wash of just guilt fall over me. That guilt of just letting my family down. I had guilt from my newborn hearing me say that, although he didn't know what I was saying. He felt the energy of it. He felt the sadness, the desperation. And from that moment, I knew something had to change. But I didn't do anything to change it then. And four months later, my life fell apart. And in the years since then, I've been through a couple of reinventions in my own life. And earlier this year, I came to a point in my own business where I said, you know what, I need to reinvent this. It's not bringing me the joy that I want. And so I stopped it. I stopped everything that I was doing in my business, and I wrote a book. And it was a memoir of my reinvention. And what I didn't realize that I was writing until after I finished the book Soul Mama was the recipe for reinvention. And I knew when I finished that book that I had that recipe, and it was mine to teach others. That was what I was here to do. I am meant to teach the reinvention. And the beautiful thing about reinvention is once one learns the recipe for reinvention, it's easy to do. Our computers every month or so tell us, I need an update, and we click the button. Our souls tell us throughout our lives, I need an update, I need a reinvention. And what better way to do it when you know the recipe and you know exactly how to do it. That is what makes me get up in the morning and say, I love my life. That's what allows me to write every day, to bring my gifts and my talents to this world by teaching the reinvention recipe to other women so they have the tools to live their greatest, most extraordinary life and to bring their own unique gifts and talents to the world. How does it get any better than that?